You love your dog. But let's be honest, the barking is driving you crazy. It starts small, one or two barks at the doorbell at a passing car, but then, it doesn't stop. You've tried yelling, clapping, even begging your dog to please just be quiet. But nothing works. And now you're exhausted, frustrated, maybe even embarrassed. But here's something I need you to hear. It's not your fault, and it's not your dog's fault either. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly why your dog barks, the common mistakes that actually make it worse, and the sound-based solutions that can stop the barking for good. And here's the most surprising part. You might be accidentally training your dog to bark more. Let me explain. Have you ever wondered what your dog is actually trying to say when they bark? Barking isn't just noise, it's communication. And behind every bark, there's a reason: fear and anxiety. If your dog barks at every little sound, it could mean they're anxious and on high alert. They feel like they need to protect you, even when there's no real danger. Attention-seeking. Have you ever accidentally reinforced barking by responding every time? If your dog learns that barking gets them attention, they'll keep doing it. Boredom and energy overload. Dogs are wired to have a job. Without enough mental stimulation, barking becomes their way of doing something. Territorial instincts. Some dogs just have a natural urge to guard their space. This is normal, but it can be controlled. So, how do you stop barking without punishing your dog or making them afraid of you? If you're struggling with barking, you might be making one or all of these mistakes. Mistake number 1, yelling at your dog. I know, it's frustrating. But when you yell, your dog doesn't hear "stop barking." They hear you barking too. To them, it's like you're joining in. Instead of yelling, use a calm but firm voice. A simple quieter enough said in a controlled neutral tone works far better than shouting. Mistake number 2, punishing instead of teaching. Many dog owners resort to punishment, spray bottles, shock collars, or even isolating their dog. But punishment only creates fear, and a fearful dog is more likely to bark, not less. Instead of punishing, redirect their focus. Use training sounds, positive reinforcement, and mental games to make quiet behavior rewarding. Mistake number 3, ignoring the root cause. Here's the truth. Barking isn't the problem. It's a symptom. If you don't address the real cause, anxiety, boredom, lack of structure, no amount of yelling or bribing will fix it. Identify why your dog is barking before choosing a solution. Are they anxious? Do they need more exercise? Do they bark when left alone? Find the root, fix the behavior. Okay, here's the secret weapon: sound-based training. Dogs respond to sound cues far better than to yelling or begging. Here are the top proven sound techniques that stop barking. White noise or calming music. Yes, music can calm barking dogs. Gentle classical music or white noise helps soothe anxious dogs by masking outside triggers. Counterbarking sounds, desensitization training. If your dog barks at noises, try controlled exposure. Play recordings of doorbells, cars, or other triggers at a low volume while rewarding calm behavior. Over time, they learn these sounds aren't a big deal. The interrupt sound technique. This is a secret trick dog trainers use. A short, unexpected noise like a whistle or a specific word said sharply, "Ah!" interrupts barking without scaring your dog. Once they pause, immediately reward the silence. Engaging sounds, interactive toys, and brain games. Barking dogs are often bored. Puzzle toys with sound features keep their minds busy and distract them from barking. Now let's put it all together into a barking stopping game plan. Step 1, identify the why. Observe your dog. When and why do they bark? Is it fear, boredom, excitement? Step 2, replace the noise with calm. Use dog-friendly calming sounds, classical music, white noise, to create a peaceful environment. Step 3, use interrupt sounds. A short, sharp sound, like a whistle or ah, breaks the barking habit, but always follow up with praise for silence. Step 4, reward the quiet moments. Dogs repeat behaviors that get rewarded. Every time your dog chooses to stay quiet, celebrate it. Step 5, keep their mind busy. Bored dogs bark. Give them puzzle toys, sniffing games, or training exercises to keep their brains occupied. I know how overwhelming this can feel. You just want a peaceful home. You want to enjoy your time with your dog, not feel constantly stressed or frustrated. But I promise, your dog isn't trying to annoy you. They're just looking for guidance. And now, You have that guidance. Use sound. Use calm, confident energy. And most importantly, be patient. Your dog wants to do the right thing. They just need you to show them how. Now tell me, what's the biggest barking challenge with your dog? Tell us in the comments. And if you know a fellow dog owner who's struggling with barking, share this video with them. It might just change their life. Want to test your dog knowledge? Try our Fun Dog Music quiz. The link is in the description.